Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammond. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Colts at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mooney dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And there's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give, right side. McLeod, and he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 34. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They'll try the left side. McLeod, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. On 4th down, Mooney. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On second down, it's Taylor. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. that one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ready, set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Hall again on 2nd down. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Looking to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down. Mooney. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Give to Hall running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And his kick is indeed good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a...
He's got a man, complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Mooney, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And this offense going to elect to burn number 2. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Mooney. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
18 Cardinals.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give running right is Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. the play fake. Mooney steps away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Mooney. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mooney flush to his right. Looking for Campbell downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts. And taken at the 46. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball again on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shoves him aside. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
60 Vikings.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now. So first and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Mooney out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Off the play fake. Mooney rolling to his left. And able to find Kirk complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 145, tying it with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry! Drop 50! Drop 50! Ready?
Back to throw now on second and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Chris Barnes there on the stop. Here's second and 9. They run once more with Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready? Let's go, ladies. Steady range. Steady. Hurt.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back to the air on second down. Mooney, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Now break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off-play action. Mooney. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mooney. And now here is another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They'll give to Hall. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
There we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.